What's up, everybody? This week's episode with Coach Serge and my Hawaii Hale collegiate boys got Mr. Nalu and Nawai and Mr. Nawai Freeman.
That's all.
Two Hilo High graduates. Nalu is 2021 and Freeman is
2023, coach.
2023. And we just got done with our collegiate season. Our boys played for the Ogden Jets. I had the pleasure of being their D-line coach. They were both DNs, and they both had a great career season growing up on the Big Island. Nalu played a little bit of youth level football at where? Kilcaw. And you played at?
Kilcaw as well.
Kilcaw, and then they both went to Hilo. And just so happened at the time they got to Hilo High, we had a great head football coach that kind of just started stepping away. And it was an honor for me to recruit them and bring them to Hawaii Hale to play for the Ogden Jets. And so I'm going to go to Nalu first, and I want him to talk about his experience, coming from Hilo, and he graduated a couple years ago. So, he had a big layover, came over and he killed it. So I wanted to talk about his experience, what he thought he was getting himself into, getting to college. What we think football is at home, like everybody thinks they're going to go to college. And Nalu's that kid that can tell you guys really what it takes to get here and what it takes to be good as a good edge setter. And I got to say, he's probably one of our better guys this year, meaning like if I had to rate him in the league or whoever we played against, he guaranteed was one of our top 5 guys, and we played 8 games. So, Nalu, why don't you tell us a little about your experience coming from Hilo to Utah and the little struggles you had from the transition, years laid off, and what was going through your mind coming and playing football for us in Ogden?
Well, after high school, I kind of thought to myself, football was over for me. I never thought that I would be where I'm at here today. It's been nothing but great experiences ever since I came up here. Back home, I wasn't really doing nothing. I was going to school, and I wasn't really doing good for the past couple of years, going to Hilo Community College. So me thinking about coming up here, I thought I wouldn't be able to succeed or, fulfill my dreams, but I just kind of winged it. I went along with the ride, and I'm here today, and it's been nothing but great vibes, nothing but positive energy on and off the field. Feels good to be, putting on a helmet and pads again. I never thought that this would happen again, but yeah.
I remember specifically, and I'm going to throw this on him because I wanted to speak about his story. It's a great story. When I got a chance to talk to him, maybe in May, and it was a quick decision he made. It was like 2 weeks and he was here. He literally told me that this has been his dream. And guys, when I tell you guys, I can help you guys get an opportunity. The dream is yours. And so anyway, he told me this was his dream, and I wanted him to see him live it and bring it to reality. And so, just how did you get here, and who helped you get here? Like, who helped you get on a plane? So we can tell the story, because that's what makes that story about Nalu and Nawai amazing. You didn't even have anybody that you could rely on to say, hey, let's go and do this. And basically all we did was try to figure out how to get you here, and then you did the rest. So anyway, we're talking about that time you told me, oh, coach, this has been my dream, and I want to do this. And so you say that you're in Hilo, then we go from there. And how do you get here? That story. Tell the story. It's a great story.
Well, I had the conversation with Coach Serge, and I really thought about it. Something told me inside of me that just take that leap, because what are you gonna do here? You've already haven't done well in school down here, and I felt like it was my dad, because I never really got to have him how do I say it? Sorry. It was my dad telling me because he was always just go if you like doing,
Yes.
you know. And it helped me a lot to make the decision because I was really iffy about coming up here. I was very hesitant, and
Well, you know that story, once a Viking, always a Viking, right? So as he's talking about his dad and his dreams, that he has two brothers that he played with that came up, and that's where we're going. Like how did you get on the plane? Who brought you up here, and how did you get on that plane? And because we didn't have any money, remember, we didn't know how we was gonna get here. So then once a Viking, always a Viking. Remember that? I mean, I never go Hilo High, but that's the saying, right? And these three buggers is from Hilo High, so he had two brothers that he went play football with, and they, like I said, great program. But anyway, keep going. So how do you get here now?
well, I got told by Lolo one time on the game that he was talking to Coach Serge, and he brought it up to me about playing college football, and it blew my mind because I was like, you know, I don't know, I never knew this was gonna happen. You know, it just was out of the blue, and you know, I had to think quick because they were leaving in a few weeks, so I had to make the decision for myself. And
What kind of decision was this?
a man decision.
Mad decision! Kuneva! I love it. You see that? Man, how this guy? I will wrestle him pretty soon. Perfect. I like mad decision. I like that. I'm a part of that mad decision. I like that. I love him for that.
I had to make a man decision to come up here, and it was either, you know, do or die. I felt like it was a good decision.
Well, it's a great decision, brother.
Yeah.
And like you just explained before we even brought that up. You know, you regret anything? You regret any of those decisions you made?
No,
Never.
I don't think
So I'm gonna finish the story so I can get to Freeman. So, Sione, Lolo, and Nalu, they came up together, and Sione's older sister, she's such a hammer. I love her. Lini, she is amazing. She works Hawaiian Airlines, and she wanted to see these guys, those three, you know, once on Viking, always on Viking guys, make sure they would live their dreams together. And so somehow she figured out a way to put these guys on a plane with no money and sent them up here. And they came here with nothing and played a football season. And my point is, if Kuneva can do it, you guys can do it, especially if you're from Hilo or from Big Island or from Hawaii in general. Because this guy came here just on wreck. Because he didn't know how he was going to do it. He didn't know where, but he did it. You know what I mean? And like, you know, Kuneva could say, oh, you know, thanks to Coach Serge. It's not, Coach just gave him an opportunity. He did everything on his own. He went to practice every day. He went to school. He went to get a job. He went to go and pay his own right. We just gave him an opportunity. But I want to thank, because this episode is about Kuneva and Freeman, but I would like to thank Lini and Sione, and of course Lolo, for bringing this guy to us, because we've been blessed, right? So I'm grateful. So anyway, Freeman, my bad, I took long time. Kuneva, he's a special guy. So mad decision. Kuneva. Okay? And so Freeman, I had the honor to coach against Freeman when he was at Kilkaha, and I think it was 2018. I was coaching at Leeward Steelers in Kona, and they were one of the better teams in the East Side. And my Ricky, was my son. He was a quarterback at the Steelers, but the year before that, Ricky played in Kilkaha, so a lot of you guys were all teammates, and I remember watching all you guys grow up on a field, and you know, what is your experience going from that level of football, then Hilo High, and transitioning to the Ogden Jets, and what has it done for you in your life? Like it's there's no crazy question I'm asking. I just want you to explain to people, like, this small town boy, undersized, and playing football, college football. Well, what was that experience like? You know, growing up here, going that division, getting to Hilo High, and then now coming here.
Well, one of the greatest things I can appreciate about Kilkaha and Hilo High was that it took heart first. You couldn't just do it by talent. You had to have heart for the sport. And especially in Kilkaha, instead of not just only being short, but you know, being on a scrawny side, I was pretty much the runt of the team, but there was always that one coach that pushed me, and I always take those coaches to heart, because throughout life, like they were the ones who gave me life lessons about pushing through and not, even though you're fatigued or anything, just keep going, and that's something that I definitely give gratitude to, is to not just one or two coaches, but all the coaches who is able to implement life lessons into football. And another thing was, I guess, in a way, the stage was already set for us upcoming guys. From Keaukaha, they were champion one season, and seasons later, they weren't. And the same thing went for Hilo High. I mean, we were the last batch of freshmen to go under Coach Kael, and we definitely dominated that freshman year. But after that, we definitely fell backwards. I mean, it can be said in a positive way, but with missing Coach Kael and all that, it was kind of a blow to the team.
Well, Freeman is right, but I take a lot of, that was my fault, because that's when we came to Utah. I took a lot of our good players in there, moved them to Hawaii Hale in Utah. So I ruined it for Freeman. My bad, Freeman. You're right. But, Coach Kael was a great inspiration to all of us. I love that guy. Still today. He's showed me what resilience is, because, I was there when he had nobody. I mean, he had always had those solid coaches, and he built from nothing. And if COVID didn't happen, I'm pretty sure we'd still be dominating Hilo. You know what I mean? But it was a pride thing, but I wanted to, and I knew we could do it. It was just, once I got here, that's why I never went back. You guys are here now. Somehow you guys never go home, yeah? You guys know what I mean? I never mean to take you guys out of there. I mean, take our boys out of there, but you're right. And so from Hilo High, going from that winning season and then coming here, what is it like being undersized at the Ogden Jets, playing on the defensive end? Tell them, what it took to just be here.
It definitely took heart, but at the same time, heart wasn't all that could do up here. I mean, first thing is what they look at, not just what they see. And when they look at a short, short guy on the end, they don't really take much until you get on the field and you actually play ball. And that's kind of like one of the biggest things. Like throughout Hilo High School, everything was already set up for us. The stage was set for us. We're a state championship, and we come up here and we're starting from ground zero. So this is a brand new JUCO team. We're all definitely brand new to the college level. I mean, we're playing against people twice our age, and I guess for me, it's just a great experience, because now it's not just hand given to me or hand given to us, but we actually gotta work for it. We gotta, I guess, like all the other coaches said, push through to get what we want.
Oh, I love it, dude. I love that. That's so great. And before we move on to the next question, we can have an open discussion, right? This is what I wanted to know. So you come from Hilo High, especially you guys, right?
Yeah.
Just we win at everything, and then you come here and it start from zero again. And the question I always ask you guys, bro, like, is this for everybody at home? Like this college life that everybody dreams of having? And so why? How come you say no? Everybody wants to go to college. You shaking your head no, like, why isn't this for everybody? What are we doing wrong over there that we're not doing right to get you guys ready for this level? Because that's why I love your story, and that's why I love your story, because you guys are doing it. Well, everybody dreaming of this. You just didn't wake up and the coach is my dream. Now look, you're living in reality. Well, what is it? What are we doing wrong to our children at home? And that's a good, because you play football. I coach. I've never put kids into college until now. So I'm doing it too. But I always wanted you guys to go college from when you guys are playing. Well, but what my experience is, are we ready for college at home? Are we gearing you guys this route?
Well, I feel like a lot of kids have dreams to play college ball, but they don't have the knowledge. They don't get taught what they need to do, how they need to do it, when they need to do it. And there's a lot of ballers in Hilo and on the Big Island, but there's not much exposure. Everybody always going to Oahu to go look at the teams up there, to go recruit from over there, but not much recruiters come to Hilo or even Cornerside. But I just feel like, a lot of kids have dreams, but they just get in their heads, like, you know, they don't know how to do it,
Exactly.
or they don't know if they'll make it, or they don't know if they're the right size, or they have the grades. So a lot of the kids back home, they just give up and they end up going to find a regular job or
Yeah.
go down the beach. But yeah, that's why I feel like, you know, a lot of the kids, they just have dreams and they don't go for it after high school. They just give up because they don't know how to do it.
So, same question, like open discussion. What, like you guys are doing it. So how come nobody else is up here doing it with us?
I mean,
How come? Tell me why. What do you think?
think about it, coach. One, like, what was that? 5 of us that's brand new to mainland. I honestly think it was just fear and doubt. Like, throughout our whole high school years, like, most of us have this dream about, I'm gonna go play college ball, I'm gonna go do this, I'm gonna do that. And I guess there's one bump in the road, that's that one challenge in the road, and we just stop at that. You know, we take that personal and we're like, damn, I couldn't get over this.
Yeah.
I mean, coach, just keep going. That's why I say, coach, I love what my old coaches teach me. Just keep going.
Just keep going.
And I guess that's like one of the biggest things, coach.
No, you, dude, I'm telling you, like you're undersized, man. Like there's kids at home. It's like Kuneva. You guys heard tonight. Like they didn't think you need to move on, dude. I mean, you know, back to what Kuneva said. We don't know what we're doing, and that's our fault. That's our fault. Coach's fault. The guys that go in front of these kids and say, "We're gonna get you ready for the next level," and you don't know how to get them out of there. And then for years, I was a part of that. You know what I mean? I failed these guys. I mean, this is why I needed to do this, guys. If you guys know me really well, when I say something, if I don't do it, I cannot live with myself. So I finally do it. I'm like, oh, I can finally quit now. I just joking. But I like what you said, because we always, that's everybody. We hit one speed bump, then we quit. You know what I mean? But not you guys. I tell you right now, you know, nobody really understands what I'm putting you guys through. I mean, we struggle, guys. We struggle. We don't have it made up here. We don't have a golden ticket. We don't have a funder that's giving us money. Everything we do, these guys gotta work for it. They gotta get jobs. They gotta pay for live. They gotta pay for go to college. They gotta pay for catch and ride to work. I mean, I think that's what we're failing everybody at home. We think everything should be free. And tonight, Dave Arcelino, he said this again. He said, I'll never forget this. He said this at the beginning of the season. You got to have skin in the game. Because once you pay, now you invested, right? And that's what you guys did to me. Like, you guys taught me it can be done. And we got to figure it out. I mean, because it's nowadays, you guys got to realize it's not about us anymore. It's about who?
Next generation.
Next guys, bro. We got to lay the foundation for them. Kyle did a great job laying it for us. So, like, going home and winning, we kind of know how to do that. How do we win up here? Like, it's not even about football anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's the life you guys are trying to attract. But anyway, so let's talk about a crazy experience that we got to have. Like, what was funny, you know. But let's talk football. Like, so, whatever you think that, and we can go at you first because then we went Kunal first. Like, something that you enjoyed, but was hilarious at the same time. You know, maybe something you learned, but you know, you kind of, you know, whatever. So you came to realize, oh, wow, I thought this was going to be easy, but oh, I guess not, whatever.
I think one of that crazy experiences, definitely Coach Sam, coach.
Oh, I
Coach
love
Sam.
that guy. Coach Sam is our favorite, huh? Right? Tell me not. That guy,
He's an old school type of coach.
right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
He's an old school type of
Well,
coach.
how you say kapuna?
He's a kapuna.
Kapuna, I'm kapuna.
Today he said Kapun.
Coach Sam. So what is your experience with Coach Sam?
My experience with Coach Sam is that he loves to pick on the boys. Like he sometimes he'll get like personal, or sometimes he'll just messing around. But throughout it all, it's just like his love for the boys, and you don't really see much of that, especially in like college level football coaches. Like it's either just because they're favoritism, or it's either because like, oh, this boy got talent, I'm gonna get close to him. I'm gonna be close to him. But with Coach Sam, you know, he's never like just all about one guy on the team or just one guy on the line. You know, he invites anyone that wants to come into O-line. Francisco, Micah, and you know, throughout it all, like I guess he's one hell of a coach. I mean, You rarely find coaches with that kind of heart for a
He's
team.
old school, that's why. I love that about him. Like, he reminds me of the coaches I played for. Like, that guy swears, right? But I'll tell you guys one story about Coach Sam, about Freeman. He one day he came to me and said, man, I wish this kid was 6 feet because he has the biggest heart out of everybody. And I was thinking, Freeman? He's like, no, I'm serious. He was like, if I could use him, I'd put him on the line. He was like, but man, he's like 4'11". No, I can't use him. And I was like, Coach, I don't think he's 4'11", but it's because he's like 6'4". But yeah, no, Coach Sam, we love you, man. You're Freeman's memory, I guess. So, but Kuneva, what about your memory? Something crazy that you remembered about happening in the season? You was like, oh, hey, I learned this. I didn't know this. I came from Hilo, you know?
Oh, the funny thing was, I think every practice or every game, I would always chase after the running back instead of the quarterback
On what play?
on option plays. And I would
Oh,
always,
this guy, Lave. What's up, Lave? This guy killing me, man. Coach Lave. I'm joking.
I'd always get chewed out, but at the same time, I'd be like, I would know what to do, but it's like I see the guy with the ball, I just like kill him. But then the quarterback pull him, and then I just end up getting burnt off the edge.
Like on brand new hunting dog, sniffing the wrong pigs, boy. This guy. He from Ranakila, he said.
Wanaku.
Oh yeah. Get hunting dogs over there. Mga get Pat Carahula and hound this baga. Look up, same kind nose in the face.
But yeah, I feel like that was one of my funniest moments because Coach Serge would always get on my ass, and like I would
Blood pressure. Hot block.
I would always try to, just shake it off, but then I end up doing it again.
Yeah, but towards the end of the season,
But towards the end of the season,
that option had no choice with Kuneva coming.
I was always on the quarterback.
Or the running back, with whoever was, he was gonna get it.
But then, since another funny thing was, Coach Jeremy and Coach Serge would always get on my ass because I would like to cut inside. Because
This guy.
I would see the big gap open and I would just take it, but then the quarterback just bounce out.
And he would always pick the wrong side of the field. He'd have the wide side, go inside. The guy bounce out like wide open. Just watch, reading like this.
So coach put me on the short side just in case, I can try on.
That's right.
So then I just played the short side, but I still never cut back in. I just always contain the edge.
Well, okay, so I'm gonna share my memories with these two guys. So Freeman, like at practice, he kills it. Like this bugger get Kanaka hips. Like, I don't know if you know what that means. Like, he's a Hawaiian. This bugger gets strong hips. Maybe it's from his immersion school. You know what I mean? Bugger do that. Bugger get hips, but this bugger come from the earth. The hips. So I tell him, hey, you just gotta play big. The one game I need this guy, and this is Kael's exact words. I stole this from Coach Kael. This guy shits the bed. Like, literally. Coach is like, so both of them. This is a stress story. So this guy goes inside. They run the ball like 40 yards, right?
Yeah.
On him, because he never set the edge. So I gotta get him out so I can talk to him. So I send this guy in. Go inside. He does the same thing. He goes inside. We're running like bear, I think, right? Something like that. And they just down on him and score on him. And then the DC looks at me and he goes, I thought you said they know what they're doing. I said, they said they know. And then when I asked this guy, I said, dude, are you okay? He's like, yeah, yes, coach, I'm okay. And this guy is like, what are you doing? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, dude, these guys are killing me. Like, I'm gonna die. I was gonna die that day. I almost died. And we literally lost by like one touchdown. Like, if they didn't score that touchdown, I think we could have won the game. But you know what? That's okay. It's just a game. That's what it is. If this was at home, though, it wasn't just a game where we did F-bombs and all kinds of bad words, I tell them. So, anyway, now that we got to share a memory, okay, I want you guys to think about somebody that touched your life. A coach. Somebody that this is like, can be when I was young, can was in high school, or maybe now. And, I'll go first. I always believe Coach Kael, and I only say this because these are Hilo High kids. Coach Kael, he blessed me with great kids. And that guy, inspired me. You know, and I have my own football coaches. I have my own MMA and boxing coaches and whatever that coach me. And he never coached me. I just stood by his side and tried to support him in every way as a youth coach, and gave him whoever I could to help the system of his football program. But Coach Gael, I'm so grateful that I think I have 5 Hilo High kids that either played under you or was part of your program, and that's Nawai, that's Nalu Lolo Hulika, Sioni Holani, and Ricky Mamon. And Ricky only played his 9th grade year, and then I moved him out and we finished school year. But Ricky's mindset, or these boys, are indebted in how you train them. Chalk talk, a lot of video if Garu, and just the discipline they had coming from the Viking program. So that's the guy I want to give my memories to, and my gratitude for blessing me with such great young athletes, because I'm pretty sure people are not going to see, you know, too much kids with the IQ that you've provided them with. And then we'll go at Kuneva. Who's a special guy out there that you'd like to think about and share something like I just did for my experience?
I would have to go and say that the special guy would probably be my papa, Papa Darren. He was one to always inspire me to, you know, just be who you are as a person, you know, but be great at what you do. He always taught me how to just believe in God in everything you do, put God first. He was a real spiritual and religious man. He still is to this day. You can tell him any verse in the Bible and he'll just read it off the top of his head. But yeah, him. And I would have to go to Coach Gael too. Coach Gael was always the person to never let us be mediocre. He never wanted to be mediocre as a coach, as a football team. You know, he always pushed us day in, day out, from right after school, from like 2:30 all the way until like 9, 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I remember those days, bro.
We stay in film from like after practice up in Sergeant's JRTC room from like 7 o'clock after practice till almost 10 o'clock at night. Everybody still falling asleep in film, you know, but Coach Gael was always that person to just want to be great. You know, he was always pushing to be better than anybody on the island, off the island. You know, he always wanted us to be the best. And yeah, I just feel like Coach Gael was just that man to just, you know, if he wanted something, he was going to go get it, and he was going to help us go get it.
And he did, bro. That was mean. That was a mean run. That was good. So Freeman, like, who's that special person that you have in memory that brought you to this, you know, gratitude moment?
I would have to say Coach Kahu. I mean, his main thing was always character on the field, and I don't think I can express how important that is, because the first things that anyone looks at a player is definitely how they act on the field, not just the big plays that they make. You know, someone can score a touchdown, but there's a difference between someone who's celebrating, throwing the ball all over the place, versus someone who's just giving the teammates a high five. You know, humility was definitely one of the greatest things I learned from him. Might have slipped this season one time, but definitely one of the greatest things I've ever learned, which is character, on and off the field actually. I mean, just being, just showing aloha straight away to like anyone around you. I guess that was always like a big part of character. Kahuzik. Wow.
Special guy is Kahuzik, man. That's good. Kahuzik. Oh, we love you too, man. I love it. And then, so, I mean, in closing, you know, I want you guys to give a shout out to whoever you want, your family out there, and then we'll close it up. So I'll let you first.
Yeah. To my ohana, aloha wai oko. Love you, Mom. Love you, Dad. Gratitude to all of you guys. Yes, sir.
Just want to share gratitude to God. Without Him, I wouldn't be who I am today. Love you guys.
I love it. Well, this is this week's episode with my collegiate DNs. Not just I'm their life coach in Hawaii Hale. I was their position coach. And this is how we're ending our season. You know, we came here. People say, you know, Eddie would go, but we went. And we did them. And this is history for Hawaii Hale and these guys, because I've never done a college crew of kids, and I'm grateful for these two boys. And guys, I love you guys so much for taking on this this chance and coming up here and doing great things. And this is just the beginning. You guys get your whole life to win every day. We win every day. So guys, Ogden Jets is where it's at. Hawaii Hale if you're looking for a place to play. And always remember,
Hawaii forever.